let us continue and finish this out. Day 3, let's go. Sunday, December 11th. Evening. Wrestling tonight. You look bummed, boss. Starting tomorrow, there will be no more corgis in our bar. Why wouldn't I be sad? Maybe because starting tomorrow, there will be no more corgis in the bar? I wonder if the Shiba Appreciation Society might be interested in booking us. One problem at a time, boss. One problem at a time. Wait, I know someone from the Pomeranian Development Institute. One problem at a time, please. Please, 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 please. Still, you've been tense ever since Friday. You worried about Gil or something? Trust me, of all my worries, Gil is the least of them. Put on some music and enjoy the day, won't you? Right. Okay. All right. Let's choose some tunes here. Start from the back half here. Sounds like a Death Grip song. No thanks. Now we're good. Actually, no. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Okay. Time to mix drinks. Change lives. Bartender, we meet again. Oh, Miss Betty. Hello. And Mr. Corgi Lover. Call me Deal. Deal. Deal? Deal. Wipe that satisfied look off your faces, you two. Can I serve you today? I'll have a beer. I'm not the designated driver today, so give me a fringe weaver. All right, coming right up. I need one fringe weaver and one beer. Beer. Let's make her a big beer. She seemed to like being intoxicated. Also loosen her up a little bit because I have a feeling Deal is the one she has a thing for. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All mixed. Okay, slot 2. We've got a fringe weaver. One of these. Oh, you know what? We'll get him a little drunky drunk too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow. All aged and mixed. We're good. Fringe weaver. Here. Thanks. Thank you. You seem distracted. Has serving so many dogs finally gotten to you? No, well, yeah, but it's not that. My boss has been acting weird since Friday. Weird how? Romantic weird? Drug addicted weird? Let's hope nobody finds the body in the fridge weird? For starters, there's the fact she only told me we were being booked moments before we opened. Plus, she seems completely distracted or lost in her thoughts. Like you. Worse. Oh. She's not being herself, and that makes me wonder if something's going on. Like what? Do you run a human trafficking ring in the basement? No, we don't have a license for that. Oh well, thinking about it too much is not part of my job. Can I ask you something about your job? Sure. I've always been curious. What does the BTC need in their bartenders? What do you need to study? They train you from scratch, so you don't have to study anything beforehand. What does the training involve? It's a lot of etiquette and regulation work. Most of our time, though, is actually spent in simulations. Simulations? Different scenarios involving different chemical hazards. That sort of thing. They want you to be able to respond to every possible situation that might come up involving our ingredients. I mean, the chance for failure are really slim, but it's better to not take those chances. I see. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. I must attend to the other clients. Dogs. That. Oh, sure. Mr. Puff. They're chasing me, man. Who? The cabbages, man. The goddamn cabbages. They are everywhere. They are out for my rump. Never mind. Can I get you anything to calm down? A big blue fairy would be nice. Okay, then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Dose. And 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to calm him way the hell down. All aged and mixed. What the hell? Here. Thanks, very nicey. Third bark day. Something the matter? Nothing a drink can't solve. Not sure about that, but it's hardly my job to preach sobriety. What do you want? Give me a gut punch. Okay. This flea bag wants a gut punch. 5 Bransons. 3, 4, and 5. 1 Flunger Hair. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 Cametrine. All aged and mixed. Oh, gut punch. Here you go. Oh, thanks. Hey, you ever felt guilty for being born the wrong race? The what now? I've just been hearing so much about how we're racist. I'm wondering, are you racist? Not really. Do you feel like other corgis might be? Definitely. I mean, then why worry? It's not like they're calling you racist. You shouldn't take generalizations personally. You might be right. Man, you should have seen the cutie I saw yesterday on the way home. She looked like a cat boomer. She was wearing a mini dress and had this prosthetic eye. I thought you were against people using prosthetics. I'm not against cute, though. Besides, I'm not against prosthetics. I'm only against enhancements. I don't see a difference between the two. Alright, let me put it this way. If you lost an arm and replaced it with a mechanical arm that does exactly what the older one did, I'm okay with that. But if you lost your arm and replaced it with a gun-loaded super arm from hell, that's something I'm not okay with. Even worse is if you decide to replace your arm because of fashion or a whim or to get better at some sport. That's completely not cool. That's the difference between a prosthetic and an enhancement. Replacement versus enhancement. I'm of a similar opinion about Lilum replacing their factory parts for kicks. If you think that's going to be an easy way of getting better at something, you're in for a bad surprise. Well, I can see why you think that, but what suggested to you that what she had wasn't an enhancement? She had bad eyesight. Wouldn't that count as an enhancement, even if it fixes it? How does reparative work factor into your ideologies? They might be enhancements, but they also replace something faulty. Well, damn it, stop making sense, you piece of scrap. You're weakening my resolve. Having fun? Oh, bartender, that was fast. There seem to be less dogs out today. At least, dogs that want a drink. Yeah, some of them ate their tickets. Okay. Oh, lovely. I'll be the one dealing with that later. Say, what's your take on the whole enhancement discussion, bartender? My mom had a saying, anyone can make a chandelier out of their asses. Which somehow means your body, your choice. They're not hurting anyone. I don't see the point of hating them. See, Betty? Hey, I didn't say I automatically hate anyone who has an enhancement. Me being against something isn't the same as me being against someone. I'm not some 12-year-old blindingly hating someone because of something like that. Maybe you should practice what you preach. What does that mean? Fear retaliation, so I'm not saying another word. Are you two gonna order anything? I'm fine right now. She's drinking mine, actually. All right. Well, if you need anything else, sure. Let's see. Ow! So much for avoiding retaliation. This dog's name is Poop Eater. Poop Eater. Lovely. You're not gonna believe me. I was in the bathroom, and this other dog was looking at me from the top of the sink. You mean the mirror? No, another dog. I see. What can I serve you? Not gonna do anything about that other dog on the top of the sink? I'm sure he doesn't want to hurt anybody. Don't worry. I hope you're right. Well, I want something really sweet. Coming right up. Piano Woman. It was really called Pretty Woman, but too many people complained there would be a piano woman, or there should be a piano woman if there was a piano man. 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. 5 of these. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uno, dos, and 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3. Okay, just 3. Just make sure I got this. 5, 5, 2, 3, 3. Okay. All aged and mixed and doop and doop. There you go. Thanks. Please think about the thing with the other dog on top of the sink. I will. Don't worry. Hold it. That was quick. Like I said, there aren't too many dogs today. When I heard someone booked us for 3 days, I expected more of an attendance. While you were gone, this fella here said that the Bleeding Jane is better than a pile driver. Please, prove him wrong. All I'm saying is that I don't see the point in drinks that feel more like a kick in the mouth than a beverage. What do you think, bartender? Do you think there's any point discussing non-alcoholic drinks in a bar? In my opinion, people who order a bad touch always make me giggle like an idiot, though. It's not an opinion. It's a statement. Oh well. Please serve us another, either pile drivers or Bleeding Janes. We'll let you decide which is better. Coming right up. Pile drivers or Bleeding Janes? It's a pile driver. 4 Carmatrines and a Bleeding Jane. How about one of each? Let's do one of you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Blended. Nah, we're gonna do Bleeding Jane. We'll do the non-alcoholic one. No. Hold on. Get that out of here. No, we'll do both. Yeah, we'll do both. Because I'm 3. They can share. They seem to be that close. Why not? Got you, pile driver. All mixed. No fighting this way, right? Well, you're quite the softie. Just kidding. Wise choice. No complaints here. How did you two end up discussing that? Well, it started when I told this guy that I wasn't as crazy about the idea of working just for corgis. Why don't you like corgis? They're cute and fluffy and funny, and they just, like, they make you smile. Tell me one interesting thing about them. Legends say they were created by a fairy and that their breed was raised to fight dragons. You gotta be kidding me. No, actually, I heard that one too. Really? Still, I can't see why you're so tired of them. No, maybe because I only ever deal with them at their worst. You've only seen them in their happy state. I'm the one running feces samples and unclogging their sphincters and if they eat their owner's dental floss. I might be their veterinarian, but they treat me more like a mom and not in a good way. It's like being a gynecologist. After a while, you stop seeing boobs and vaginas. No more babs and vagines. Instead, all you see are issues you must fix. At least they are cute issues. It depends. A gynecologist can't pick clients by age or preferences. I was talking about your job. Oh, well, yeah, that too. Still, I don't think it's so much that I'm tired of them as it is that I'm tired of you being so obsessed with them. I'm not obsessed. I'm passionate. You sleep with a corgi plushie and have a wall dedicated to photos you've taken at the company. I'm really passionate? Question mark? Too much passion can become an issue, you know. Speaking of issues, did you talk with the directors about the whole cardigan conflict? I was going to do that tomorrow when they're all together. They still don't see why I should be the one doing it. For starters, they don't take me too seriously. Understandable, I don't take you seriously either. I mean, in the end, they're still dogs. They need someone with a strong, commanding voice. Are you saying I have a naggy voice? No, not your voice. Just your entire demeanor. If I have a naggy demeanor? I'm assuming you two are talking about the whole race conflict. Yeah, this is hurting them more than they think. The company might actually collapse at this rate. Which is terrible because a couple of these dogs' families are dependent on their paychecks. Doesn't that count as unethical and unusual treatment of animals? It's a bit of a legal gray area. The dogs aren't doing it willingly after all. And even if they weren't doing it willingly, the dogs aren't actually being mistreated or exploited. In fact, the company's pretty relaxed. Speaking of relaxed, how's Jurgen doing? He's fine. Still complaining about his back, still unwilling to take his medicine. He says he's not that weak. Who's this Jurgen guy? My guardian. I passed the test years ago, but I couldn't leave him. Actually commonplace, isn't it? Lilum being unable to leave their guardians because they feel too much like family. Now, to be fair, people get attached to many things. Some even get obsessed with inanimate objects. My grandpa loved his car more than any of his sons. One whose will left all his earthly possessions to his car, right? Yep, that one. How do you become a Lilum's guardian? You fill a form at the Artificial Intelligence Council. Then they do a background check. If they deem you useful, they'll give you authorization. You're given a week's notice before they give you all the data about the Lilum you'll be taking care of. You'll have to watch over it until it can pass 3 different personality tests. If the Lilum wants to stay with you after that, that's your problem. So it's like adoption and the lottery all kind of rolled into one. They do that to diversify the possible outcomes. 2 Lilum can be of the same model, but they'll grow differently depending on their guardians. What if something happens to the guardian? A new guardian can appeal to the council, stating they're more fit for the position than the original. This happens when a guardian has become unavailable in some way, or because you can back up claims of neglect or maltreatment. They spit out all that information like it's hard-coded into you. I worked in the department for some time before coming to the SDC. It's almost a reflex. Are you interested in becoming a guardian, bartender? I don't know. I'm just a nerd when it comes to AIs in general. The money they give you for it is not that great, though. I see. Well, time to check on the dogs. Money Shredder. Listen here, punk. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a punk. It's just, I was chasing my tail, and now I'm too hyper to control myself. Sorry. Just give me anything. All right. it's safe to give him something sweet. Let's do that. Let's give him a moon blast to the moon. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Powder Delta. A flung grenade and 2 Kermitrine. All on the rocks and blended. Let it shake a little more. Let it shake a little more. Let it shake a little more. Come on, shake. Here we go. To the moon. This is good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Ah! I shouldn't have done that. Huh. No, see, I can see the value of the other dog races. Like Pomeranians. Those are nice. They aren't corgis. Well, yeah, I can understand that. I mean, remember that cute girl from yesterday I mentioned earlier? Yeah. The white knight that was with her, she wasn't half bad either. I mean, it was obvious that a tapestry of muscles was hidden under her armor. I prefer more delicate looking girls though. You can appreciate how something looks, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily your thing. And you, bartender? Me, what? Which dog race do you prefer? That's not the question I was expecting. Not much of a dog person, actually. You have any pets? A cat named 4. Yeah. He's just a stray I rescued. Do you like rescuing girls too? I'm sure I should be making a witty retort right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Weird. I always thought that the rescue fantasy was universal. I called it 4. 4 is a Lilum I met some time ago that... Never mind. Pretty lame name, if you ask me. Better than calling it Asshat. I bet when you and 4 play, it's quite the sight, eh? He's so lively, sometimes I fear 4 shadows my presence entirely. You guys want to lose consciousness together? Or lose consciousness that much? You really need to calm down with the whole pun-hating stuff, Betty. But to move away from this whole foreground, what is this rescue fantasy you mentioned before? You know, the one where wayward, dangerous souls redeem themselves through the power of love? The bad boy who turns away a life of crime? The drug addict girl who lived on the streets and turned tricks until she found a good man worth changing for? It's corny romance cliches 101. Well, you're the one with the shelf full of old lady romance novels. I'll trust you on this. Hey, Bobby the 13th is a national treasure. You don't even like guys. Why do you read all those novels? They let you put yourself in the place of the main character quite easily. Even if said main character is a muscular man? I see no problem. Just, what is your self-image? That's a good question. I can ask something else. What is it? Why do you hate puns so much? Many people cringe at puns, you know. Yeah, but you react like you have a vendetta against them. They made me feel stupid. What? When I was a kid, everyone in my house had a penchant for making puns at the drop of a hat. I was the only one who couldn't get them. Years later, I finally got them, and they weren't that funny. They made me feel stupid. All in the name of some terrible joke that wasn't even funny in the first place. I've said this so many times, I might as well just make a recording, but you need to chill out, Biddy. I'm chilling out. Just because I complain about stuff doesn't mean I'm not relaxed. I'm not sure that's how that works. Trust me, when I'm tense and angry, you'll know it. I fear the thought. Anyway, I'll go check on the dogs. I'm supposed to be their doctor, and they are being suspiciously quiet. Be careful. You want anything else? I'll have a bloom light. Actually, make that 2, please. Sure. 2 bloom lights. 2, 3. Oh. 1 of you. 2 of you. 3 of you. Aged. On the rocks. Mixed. Oh. 1. 2. Bam. Here. Thanks. Say, You two seem to get along quite well. Oh, when you are the only sentient humanoids in the entire company, it kind of happens. Sentient? We have a couple of test mannequins and cardboard cutouts, so... I see. Seems there's more to it than just that, though. I mean, even if you two are the only ones of your kind, you can still hate each other. Well, I guess I'm one of the few that can stand Betty. She's a really nice person, but she doesn't sugarcoat things. Yeah, I can see that. You should see her treating those dogs. She becomes so patient and understanding, even if it's only for a little while. The dogs don't call her mom to mock her. Can dogs can dogs mock people? I don't know. Even if it's only for a little while? You were eavesdropping? You can say nice things once in a while. You say it like I'm the aggressive one here. Nice hearing people say good things about you once in a while, you know? You should take your own advice. Maybe some other time. I'm not a hug box. Anything happen? The dog in the bathroom got angry at his reflection in the mirror and charged into it. Luckily, nothing bad happened. Just made a dog very confused. How the hell do they get on top of the sinks? They are surprisingly agile, even with those stubby little legs. Oh yeah, I ordered you this. Ah, thanks. By the way, Betty, how's Veronica? Are you fucking kidding me? It's an Archie reference? We broke up last month. What? Oh, things were not going so well. We got too used to one another. Everything was starting to become routine. We decided to break up before things got bitter. And why didn't you tell me that before? Why? Did you want your turn at the Bettymobile? I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to trouble you. And after a while, it stopped feeling like it was something relevant to say. Please don't do that again. Try trusting me. Yeah, you're right. You know what bothers me? The fact that asking after someone's health always feels like you're walking on a floor full of glass shards. There's always this chance that the other person is not okay, or even dead. And what started as a legitimately fun moment can go sour. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for not trusting you, you piece of scrap. And don't worry, I understand why you did it. Hey, now that I think about it, you sure hang out with us a lot, bartender. Well, dogs can only be so interesting, and besides, there haven't been as many dogs today. Is my presence unwanted? Not at all, especially since you're the one bringing the booze. You're like those cab drivers that like to chat all the way, but you smell better than most of them. Thanks. Funny thing is, we are unofficially associated with the local taxi line. They're the ones that send drunkards to their homes. You seem to really, really like talking into your clients, like it's the best part of your job or something. It kind of is. I used to sit around in crowded places like malls or bars and think to myself, each and every person here has a story. It's a humbling experience. Everyone has dreams, fears, and loved ones. If you dig deep enough, you'll realize that the gap between two random people isn't as big as you think it is. In fact, quite small. And in this job, you get to hear all kinds of stories. Some people just blurt it all out. Some do it while drunk. To know that no matter how similar they might seem at first glance, no two people are alike. It's fascinating. You can be a powerful information broker and all that with all that knowledge. Nah, not interested. I like to see myself more as a friendly ear rather than someone you need to be wary of. I guess there's still decent folks out there. I'm not decent? You're critically obsessed with dogs. I'll go check if there's any other dogs who want something. Sure. Go ahead. Gruff bucket. Quick, beer! Okay. Want something, anything. He's also in a hurry. No, he said he wants a beer. He's getting it. I'm gonna give him a beer. He didn't say he wants something, anything. He said, give me a beer, hurry. So he's getting a beer, and I'm actually not going very fast, unfortunately. All mixed. There we go. Have your beer. Here you go. Thanks. Now, boom. Why did you break the glass? Well, I made breakfast. Get it? Because you made the drink fast, and I broke it. And go. Oh, crap. Suddenly, I understand the hate for puns. Hey, Bowrender. Yeah? Your job is a funny name. You don't say. Oh, she already drunk. She drank way less than she did last time. Yeah, but she drank a bottle before coming here. Why? I wish I knew. It's an example of her alcohol tolerance, though. Broadenter. I want to make a toast to my good friend, the robot here. Probably the only person, a robot thing that can stand my yapping for more than half an hour. Without him, my job would be 5 times more boring and my life 2 times more meaningless. Cheers. You're not holding a drink. Then give me one, Bentarator. Isn't that your job? I need a beer. A big one. All right. Another beer. Let's go double. Double it up. Double it up. 4. There we go. No age. And Carmetrine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's it. Mixed. There we go. All right. Cheers. I said cheers. 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 Got it. Grumpy when sober and a sweetheart when drunk. It seems like she's been like this since her university years. You make it sound like those were a decade ago. Can understand liking the taste of alcohol, but what's so good about getting drunk? First of all, I'm not drunk. You're too happy. I'm a happy person. I'm drunk. Anyway, it's something you just can't explain. You just like it. Your body needs it, craves it. That's called being an alcoholic. I prefer the term alcohol enthusiast, thank you. Anyway, humans actively look for things that make them feel lightheaded. Why else would they leave some poison in potentially poisonous foods, like that weird balloon fish thing? Why would they eat spicy food or drink fermented milk? Seriously, how crazy does someone need to be to say, hey, let's eat this and see what happens? It's like when you think about the first people that experimented with, psychotropic mushrooms. Or even like hunter-gatherers gathering mushrooms to begin with. Oh, that one makes me see weird shit. That one kills me. That one's good on its own. In fire. Ooga ooga. Worse yet, they've even found medicine among all that junk. The one that invented penicillin was probably the worst of them all. Fair enough. See, that's proof you're drunk. If you were sober, you would just say, hell if I know. Silly robot. Now that I think about it, what kind of robot are you? Lilum. Lilum always sounds too feminine. Okay then, what manner of paste of scrap are you? You don't know? Never cared. Now I'm curious. Oh, well, you won't remember tomorrow. I'm a DT-01D, a social development robot. Is that like the DFC-72s? No. DFC-72s are designed to be as physically human as possible in order to blend in with other humans. My line is more tailored for resilience. We are work than them. Why must you be cursed to only one destiny from the moment you were born? You can do whatever you want, silly robot. Follow your dreams. I know. I'm already doing it. Being created or hardwired for one duty only means you're more adept at certain things. Giving robots freedom of choice. That's the whole purpose of the ADN law. Yeah, but you say you're resilient, but you don't look the part. True. I never upgraded my muscles. But I can stand up to 200 degrees Celsius without breaking a sweat. Lilum can sweat? Lilum can sweat? Cooling agents, yes. No matter. You're still special to me no matter what kind of robot you are. Lilum. No matter what piece of shit you are. Speaking of special, how come it isn't legal to marry a dog yet? God damn it, dude. Excuse me, what? If humans are allowed to marry robots, Lilim, I meant Lilim. You should be able to marry dogs too. Abbott friender. Yeah, that's me. I think. This guy here wants to bang a dog. Mock him. Excuse me? I do not. I was just saying that if humans are not allowed to marry Lilim, why shouldn't they be allowed to marry animals? Oops. Because first of all, they're not humanoids. What about monkeys then? And now you want to bang a monkey. I do not. And second of all, dogs, just like many other animals, can't give you consent. Look at those dogs. Sure, they have the cognitive ability of a 7-year-old, but they can talk, drink booze, and argue. So now you want to bang a 7-year-old? We have a regular here who would be delighted to hear that. Oh. Stop it. Remember, Lilim human marriages were only sanctioned after the Lilim achieved full sentience. And even then, they used marriage as a way to evolve the collective source. Besides, dogs don't really love us that way. Trying to apply human ideals, like marriage to a dog, is like trying to feed vegetables to a carnivore. You get me? Says the ex-vegetarian. Or are you only so smart when drunk? I'm not drunk. Anyways, if you want to screw a dog or a chimp, go ahead. Just don't bring marriage or infants into the whole deal. Deal? But if you even start thinking about doing the horizontal mambo with a 7-year-old, please seek some mental help. But I don't want to bang dogs or monkeys or 7-year-olds. Oh, thank God. And why did you suddenly start talking about dog-human marriage? It's just... I was thinking about all those dogs in tuxedos and I started picturing a dog in a bridal dress. I mean, just try and picture that. And I am the drunk one. Wait, I'm not drunk. Why would I say that? Then again, when you get drunk, you only get dizzy. You have a limit, as in a limit to how much you can drink before passing out? No, I just get disoriented to the point I'm effectively useless. But I never pass out. Maybe if I passed out, I wouldn't have to deal with all the shit that follows. I always have to wait at least 24 hours before the effects pass. One has to wonder why they gave all those human flaws to Lilim. I read something about that. It said that by giving Lilim the same kind of weaknesses humans have, they would develop the same way humans do. So that's why they always also bite their lips randomly when eating? Seems like it. But it makes me wonder, exactly how anatomically correct are you? That's something I know and you don't. Huh. Any of you want anything else to drink? Yeah, I want nothing. You're drunk enough as it is. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what I can and can't do. Beatrice, Albert, stop drinking right now. Yes, Mom. No, go sleep in the car. We are almost done here. But Mom... Go. Bye, bad nerder. Bye, Miss Betty. It actually worked. If I didn't know she wouldn't remember anything tomorrow, I'd be afraid of retaliation. Although, I'm curious. Why do you call her Miss Betty? It makes her sound like a teacher or something. Etiquette? I don't know. There's also something about her that makes it feel right to call her that. Maybe it's the forehead? I see. Well, I gotta get things ready if you'll excuse me. Good luck. Hey. Oh, we're closing. Damn it. Well, everyone's safe in the cab. We are taking our leave, bartender. Thank you for providing such great service on such short notice. That's my job. You were interesting too. Well, thank you. I'll make sure to tell all our associates about the wonders of this place. Thank you, and please come again. We sure will. Send my regards to Miss Betty. Gladly. See you later then. Bye. All done? Yep. Seems like we got some new regulars. Yeah, it'd be nice if they came back. Or that we're still here when they want to come back. You've been acting weird all weekend, boss. You okay? I am, but the bar's not. What do you mean? Well, I guess you have the right to know. The BTC sent me a message on Friday. Valhalla hasn't been bringing in much income these last few months, which means we're at risk of being wiped off the map. And that's it. That is the prologue.